Good morning. I'm pretty sure everything is set up right. Except maybe, yeah, our music isn't rolling. Okay. May or may not have just woke up and had breakfast and like meandered my way over here. What are we even doing this morning? It ended up taking me longer to make a thumbnail this morning because I didn't know what I wanted to do. We might do some building, but we definitely have some chores to do. Let's see if we can find some moonstone chests real quick. I think I'm missing 2. Do a quick looky-loo. We have a little while this morning, and then we need to get back to working on installing floors and preparing to install decks. Too much at once. It wasn't all supposed to happen in 1 month. But our family is going to help, and they were meant to be here in August, and now they're going to be here sooner. So now we've got multiple big projects in 1 month. But I do have my voice low because I am pretty sure there are dogs sleeping, and I don't want to disturb the old lady. There's a moonstone chest. Okay. I'm in the plaza. Let me go over there so we don't fling too terribly. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do before I commit to moonstone chests and chores is look for dried flowers. So I always start with the easiest place, which is Wish Blossom for me because all my flowers are next to all my wells. Lately I have not been getting dried flowers in multiple valleys. It's just been in one. So if we're super lucky, it'll be Wish Blossom again. Look at that. Now, yes, a memory. Okay. The other day I found, I think, 4 dried flowers and didn't get a memory from any. We finally see Elsa here. Okay. I think I have like 31 left now. Sweet. Okay, back to the valley. Because we still need potentially 1 more moonstone chest if we can find it. And then the rest of our daily chores. I think I'll do a little bit of building today, but I'm not going to try to rush to it. All right. Do our Remy quest. We need a ton more resources to be prepped for this new adventure pack coming this week. Unfortunately, or no, it's not this week. It's next week. Right? No, it's this week. It's this coming week. Anyway, unfortunately, my Wednesdays have been opted into something else, and so I won't get to play it until like late in the evening. I forgot how I do my chores. That's cool. Okay, moonstone chest. Let's check the glade. Not seeing anything. And then we need to check the Forgotten Lands, Sunlit Plateau, and Frosted Heights, I think is where we didn't look. Oh, puppy. It's like a little mini valley tour every time I log on. Looking for these moonstone chests. The most unhinged valley tour. I fixed this after it got ruined by the treasure hunting event. There's often one up here, but it does not appear to be the case today. Not seeing it. Okay, and then mosey on over to the Frosted Heights. I don't even think we looked in the entire Forest of Valor once we found that one, so it could still be here, but... me and my love for tall trees. Oh, I don't even know where I'm at. Okay. Behind here? No. They often pop up in Frosted Heights though, too. Okay, I don't know where that other one is. Supposedly I'm missing it. Oh, sorry. According to my habit tracker. But I don't know if that is, in fact, the case. I might have found it and then forgot to mark it off. Alright, I know I'm gonna need you and you. We don't need to do Scrooge's store. Oh, I do need to finish my routine duties. We got stuff to do today. Kristoff stall, Aladdin stall. Probably do some mining. Looks like we need to do mining, fishing, and some gardening. Need to grow some cotton. Make some fabric for my stash. Hi puppies. Are we waking up and coming to hang out? Let's see. To the beach. We can stop here. Oh, puppy. Okay. Alright, how are we doing on fish? Fish resources are looking pretty good. Mostly, I think the biggest thing I'm low on is stone. Because I keep building Ancient's Path, and I know we're also going to want to build more of that path for the build we've been working on. Oh, I need to go back to the forest. I forgot to drop this off. Yeah, I know we're gonna need more stone for the build we've been working on in the Beanstalk Marshes. And probably all around there in general. We're gonna need like 3 of these. Okay. Yeah, we'll burn through this real quick. So we need to fill this back up. I don't know if we're gonna do that today though. Maybe. We'll see. I feel like if you need stone, you pretty much only have like 3 biomes you can mine. But when it was a task for the star path this time, I managed to get the required stone like in just a few minutes, just mining those 3 areas. So we probably could do it rather quickly if we wanted to. What are we doing here? Looking good. My flowers, which are a perpetually low stock these days. Is anything super low though? Not too bad. I just need to remember to check it like multiple times a day, and then we could probably stock up real quick. I know that's the keep, and then these are flowers that I already have too much of. Okay, so where's next? We've done Moana, Aladdin, Tiana, Beast, Kristoff. We need to do Wally's garden. The garden is another one that always needs love. My vegetable chest, because I have been working on doing Remy's quests pretty regularly. Okay. Trying to get that wrought iron because I think it's gonna look really good in Wish Blossom in Glamour Gulch. Although there has been some like premium shop fences and stuff that kind of like do well to replace it, but I can imagine a few eateries there with the restaurant tables and chairs. And I definitely need more resources to be able to make all those. Okay. Anything that is close that might not be smart transferring, just tomatoes. Okay. I wonder if we'll ever get new items made from wrought iron, or if that was just like a one-off thing. If so, I could probably just do like a big Remy push. You can get a whole bunch of wrought iron, like a row of it, and be good for a long time. Okay. So what else do we need to do in the valley? Meals, pot cocoa. Let's grab some cocoa. I'm pretty sure my stock of cocoa is starting to get low too. My valley stock. And then a cooking station. I think there's one over here. right. No, I don't want it to use that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a throwback. Okay. Sweet. Let's run in and do our boutique challenge real quick. We're getting so close to my goal of 10,000 daisy coins. I sure did. One of my first videos was making sure I would always finish the challenge. 5, 10, 15 more days. So should be able to get it by the end of the month and probably by the time Ralph is here. All right, Anna, where are you? I'm gonna fast travel. Is over in the glade. Okay. Ooh, in the trees. Hey girl, here's some candy. I want more Remy quests. I think I said that last time we streamed, but I want new dialogue. Okay, and now the rat is over at the beach. I need to replace this with the train station item from the premium shop. Did he come down to the beach or did he freeze where he was? He froze where he was. Cool, 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 cool. That's okay. Hello, sir. I'll take some iron, please. Mission accomplished. Great. Okay, let's pop up to the Meadow Island, harvest my pumpkins, and finish the routine duties. Who is a gardener up here? Aurora's a snippet catcher. I'm gonna have to fix who's available up here. I keep pulling him up here for dream snaps and then I don't know who I can use. Mickey, I think you're a gardener. Yes, let's hang out. Okay, pumpkins will be harvested. I'm also really low on mist. But I'm kind of less worried about it because I think I'm going to make everyone from the adventure pack a time bender. And like most of the new characters we get from now on. I do want some more fishers. I want a couple more mining buddies. And then mostly time bending buddies. So unless they're like storyline really suits one or the other, I'm going to make them all time bending buddies. I'm good on gardeners. Why are we panting? What's wrong? What's wrong, puppy? So yeah, I'm not too worried about the time bending because I think I'll probably do a lot of time bending with Who and Friends when they get here to rebuild up my mist stash. I'm like maxed out on the number of gardeners I want. I'm guaranteed 4 drops per, and I feel like I don't necessarily want more than that yet because half the time my inventory gets full while I'm harvesting my pumpkins. And it's annoying to have to go back and forth to sell the pumpkins or drop them off somewhere. I don't understand what's wrong with you, pups. This takes so long, which is why I forget to do it, and I have no star coins. Not forget, just skip. Puppy dog. I don't know if you can hear her panting. She like needs me to have one hand on her right now. Girlfriend, this is not really a one-handed game. The map is gonna make everyone sick if I'm not trying to keep track of it. Not that I do a good job of it anyway, but this is worse. Oh my goodness. Oops. Alright, bye Mickey. It's been a great time. Let's do this first. What's wrong, baby? Routine duties. Okay. Cannot get the house yet. We can get this. Okay. It doesn't seem like I got anything. That was a wardrobe item, right? That's suspicious. I think I need to look this up real quick. Let's check the Discord. Routine duty lamp. don't see anything recently. Let's try a different Discord. The game was giving me trouble the other day, so I wouldn't be surprised if it misbehaves again today. Oh, no, someone said they still can't collect it. Yeah, per the pins, it's been flagged to Game Loft. Cool. That's a bummer. Okay, I had to step away for a second. Oops. To acquire a Sharpie. Okay, so that's a problem for everyone. We'll fix that later. Where are we at with the rest of our chores? Let's see. Moonstone, we're still missing one. Glimmer, we're still missing. I don't know that I want to do Glimmer. Let's go. Ugh. I don't necessarily feel like cleaning up our Eternity Isle right now. But I haven't done it in a few days. And it's taking forever to get these spawns where we want them. Like, not right there. Okay. We will leave the Splinters of Fate because they actually are kind of helpful in limiting where things can show up. I'm just going to leave that rock over there. I really don't know where I want these copper rocks to go. Or, to be honest, these things. Kind of just wanted them hiding somewhere. I don't think I can get through this way. No. Okay. Mostly I'm concerned with the rocks that look like runes because I want them in our overlook area. I'm gonna write down today how many we break so we know how many to look for every time. Gonna have to remove you to get through, but not you. Okay. So we removed 2. I'm gonna leave that one, I think. Although back there would be a good place for these things to spawn. Definitely don't want these in here. I don't see any more rocks over here. I want you in this general area, but not in this spot, friend. 3. This one's like an okay spot. It's not perfect, but kind of like the other one. At this point, we're begging and we can't be choosing. I moved this rock from here because I thought maybe one would show up here, but that has not yet happened. 4. And I still want a giant one over here. Okay. If we get Atlantis this year, y'all, it would make this fight a lot more worth it because we could be doing the rest of the builds in this region. And I'd be more excited to come here all the time instead of looking at this bunch of expensive water blocking off. Okay, so we're moving around 4. If I counted correctly, let me write that down. 4 rock runs. I kind of don't love some of the positions of the other ones, but if we can get these ones in a place where we really like them, we might start getting picky. Especially if we start building some more. I usually go to Moana's first, so let's go back and do that. My body is in so much pain from installing floors that it's like hard to sit in my streaming chair. Okay, Moana. Check. Now we'll pop back over to the plains. In the plains, there are 2 things we're looking for. There's a swirling sand and a giant rock that I want to show up next to our museum. Oh, my pockets are full of pumpkins. I forgot to sell my pumpkins. That tracks. Creeping on my husband. Okay. He's working on marking out the spots for our deck. I wish it would be so nice if I could like stream outside. First of all, it's too hot. Second of all, I'm too lazy to bring that much equipment outside. Okay. Cool. We're getting there. The 2 hardest places to get chores done, I feel. Valley, Eternity Isle, and then Storybook Vale would be the next because going around and getting all the moss, it's always a thing. I need to figure out something to take back into my house. Actually, I'm just going to put this here because I know I need more of these in my chest, so it'll be fine for now. And then Wish Blossom Ranch is super easy because as of right now I have everything all together. I wonder if we're gonna get like stalls and stuff for the adventure pack for the flowers, or if we're gonna have to go there every day to collect all the flowers, which would kind of be a bummer because I do like— I didn't need those. Dang it. I do like to decorate with flowers. You gonna lay down, puppy dog? Okay. No, it's so close. It's by the museum, but it's blocking it. Ugh, buddy, I just need to do like that many squares that way. Alright, where's that one swirling sand? I don't need also finally in the correct biome and the incorrect location. Close to, but not quite there. Okay. Well, at least we don't have to go through every single desert biome. And by that, I mean we can skip one. Okay. Eternity Isle's a thing because of all of those. Getting all the spawnables where we want them. And also, I'm still trying to max out my bamboo in my chest. I've been working on that one for, oh gosh, I don't know, since Eternity Isle's been a thing. But I use a lot of bamboo, so I probably have had a full stock of it at some point. I just use it. Okay. We are also interested somewhat in getting the spiky things in good places and the swirling sands hidden through here. We just haven't quite accomplished that yet. Ooh. Nope. Excuse me. And you. So the problem with this one here is that I can't get back here if something gets stuck. And there is this swirling sand here, which is somewhat hidden, but I have all of those magnolia trees, or no, cherry blossom trees. In the promenade, it's like an overwhelming amount of cherry blossom trees over there, and so these swirling sands hide really well there. If we can just finish getting them to spawn there. Bamboo. Okay. I don't time bend in Eternity Isle anymore, so I don't have to be too worried about things blocking other things. This one is not gonna work for me. It's too visible. I missed one somewhere. Okay. None here. This big rock is where I don't want it. Back here is kind of like pretty easy to hide things. It's pretty full. So if things spawn back there, we can just put some foliage around them. That swirling sand I was thinking about leaving because it kind of made me laugh that it's blocking the car. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Still, it's one less that I have to move. And same with that one. If I can incorporate those into the build over here, it might make my life easier. These I do want by the water, but not blocking buildings. And then we haven't finished this build yet because I wasn't sure if we were going to get any new like camping type items this year in the marshmallow event. Bamboo. do a quick little run through here. That is stuck over there. So that's a problem for me when I film this biome. See, this is like that perfectly hidden. Those are great. We could totally get more hidden back there. There's a swirling sand, I think, back there. Can't barely see it. Perfect. You should not go here. Oops, nothing back there. And then this one is not super well hidden, but I think it's hidden enough that we can throw some like extra foliage around it and have it be good. No swirling, or yes, a lot of swirling sands. No bamboo over here. Okay. But up here. Nope. And I missed. There's also a ton of room for swirling sands back here. There's one. But they could totally hide back there. That would be ideal. And then we don't have to clear them when we run through here. I wish I could get them all to spawn in my desert though. That would be the absolute most ideal outcome. Because they actually look super cute in the desert. No more bamboo. Okay, I'm gonna, for the sake of speed, teleport over here. Drop this off. We're getting so close. And then I have another chest in my house that I'm trying to fill up with bamboo as well. But it's not the whole chest. I think it might just be 1 or 2 spots. And then drop this off over here. Tomorrow I fear we might be doing some inventory management. Okay, and then this guy needs to go. See, we don't even have room for that one. Okay. I suppose we could do inventory management today too. Just make this an absolute chore stream. I'm sure that would tickle everyone's fancy. Okay. Sweet. That chest is now full. So let's pop over here to start doing our chores here. We did Kristoff's stall, Wally's garden, Beast's stall, Aladdin, Moana, Scrooge. Okay. Let's go make some room in our inventory. Okay. I I just want these things kind of like out of the way. Wally's garden. Oh, I'm sleepy. Sleepy still. Yay, moss. We're actually super close to having my moss chest. Or row. Done here. So that's helpful. But again, I actually want to have like a whole chest of moss, well, a whole small chest of moss in my house as well. And that's where the problem's gonna lie, filling up that one. But I don't really worry about filling up my home chests. Like I kind of just treat them as surplus. I try to keep my in-valley chest full. If I make sure they're full after every build, then I won't run out of resources. Okay. So we have one of these flowers. We're working on replacing those too. So then we come oh, excuse me. This is the build we've been working on. So we've got Ursula's Cabaret, a little portal, and then we kind of started on this section here. I need to play with how to fill out this area. I want it to be really full. But we need to like do the foliage and stuff here and then kind of figure out, probably do another building or something back here. And I think I have all of the all of those green mushrooms over there because that's where I wanted them. Just do a quick looky look and see if there's any around here. Not seeing any. So I think we've got them all in the right place. So as long as we can build around them wherever they are, we'll be golden. Okay, the other thing I was going to do is just go ahead and move this next to where we teleport here. We'll go ahead and pick those up. Since we might do some building here, I'm kind of feeling like it. Kind of feeling like doing some plotting and planning. Maybe not getting into the whole foliage situation that needs to happen, but we can start kind of mapping out the big things, potentially. Okay. I do get rid of the inkies in the trials because I'm fairly certain things spawn underneath them. Not usually the small ones, but if I'm going to get rid of a couple, then I might as well get rid of them all. Okay, nothing over here. We can teleport to Teapot. No moss. Is there any under this rocky stuff? Nope. Okay. So Wildwoods is the last place. We'll pop down here. Let me get rid of some of these things taking up space. Okay. If we're doing some building too, then we can check the moss like one more time. Right, and then this goes over to Statue Shadow. I think it's a little bit not the most exciting thing ever, but I think I want to go find the dried wish blossoms too, because I would really like for that achievement to be closer to being done. I still have to do the feeding critter achievements in Wish Blossom as well. See, like, look, okay, so we know there's some here, but there should be like, I don't know, 3 or 4 places that have the dead wish blossoms. We don't need this. We definitely need some more star coins. I spent most of my star coins buying extras of the things from the star path and the water stuff to block an Eternity Isle. But harvesting pumpkins is so boring. I'm tempted to make everyone a time bender because that's also a good way to get money. But then I'll worry about my dreamlight and changing everyone back. So I'm not convinced to do it yet. I'm just gonna do another chest here because this area is not built up. Okay, everything else is like extras and stuff we can sell. I'm gonna keep these things, sell all that. Goof, you're always so timely over here. Let me cross everything off. We did all of those. We're on like a 10-day streak of remembering to get resources in Wish Blossom. There was a couple days that I couldn't do all of the chores. Okay. Alright. Which biomes have so those two, how about up here? I can't see any over there. The ranch looks like there's one that I potentially missed at one point. Or 2. Oh no, there's more over there. Okay, so there's 3 biomes in the mountains area. We've got that area. there any up there? No. Can I go through here? Yeah. Do-do-do. None here. And none here. So 3 biomes in the mountains, and then is it like Paisley Park? I think is the name of that biome. Hello? I would like to come over this way, please. Okay. I think I'm over here, so the camera shouldn't go too crazy. Okay, let's... try to get through this. I felt a surge of hope the other day when I went over 2,500. It actually feels like it's within reach now to finish. And at some point I need to come do a ton of pixie dust mining as well. Okay, there was one behind Mora's stall. Can we get back there? Sweet. Ah, are we stuck? Oh no. Okay. I hate when they're right next to each other because you can never hop them. And then this one. Are there any in here? Nope. I have all these items here ready to do a build. I really haven't done any building with building kits yet, besides for Dream Snaps. So I'm kind of wondering if these OG building kits will be the first ones I end up actually building an area with. We need to go over here first. Or if I'll work on something else with one of the, like, the premium shop building kits before I ever get to these ones. These ones will have to craft stuff to make them though. I do have like, I think 5 of each, which hopefully would be enough to do a build. Sweet. Okay. We are under 400 to be done. And then we'll start doing the favorite food achievements. But we're gonna need way more pixie dust if we're gonna build more building kits. Okay. Let's sell what's in our pockets and see about doing some build planning for another half hour or so. I forgot to do a lot install while we were here. Okay. We can just sell all these seeds. I actually find the dead wish blossoms super pretty, so I'll definitely just let them spawn and build around them as much as possible when we get into Wish Blossom Ranch. Okay. To the Beanstalk Marshes. Let's start working this build a little bit. So we need to move all this stuff over. And then I need to figure out what the like central point is going to be here. And then kind of start figuring out where the rest of these houses are going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4 more buildings. Okay, I'm going to do a quick be right back to fill my coffee. Yeah, I'm going to go fill my coffee real quick. That way we are well stocked to be, well caffeinated to be building. 1 second. Okay, coffee is acquired. Let's start figuring this out. I also remembered that the group feature exists while I was making my coffee. So let's just tighten this up so we actually can move it somewhere as a group. Potentially. I'm gonna leave those things. And then I totally forgot how to do this. Okay. Sweet. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. Okay. So we have these 2 cauldrons, and in fact, didn't we just get another one from leveling up? The newest. In fact, I thought I put it over here. Do we put like multiple spooky cauldrons around this house? Or do we put them around one of the other witchy houses? Kind of want one over here. But do we want this one here? Or one of these 2? I think... Nope. Well, hold on. That's kind of cool. It's giving... I feed the crows back here. I think I need to go get more from my Scrooge shop. We'll run it over to Scrooge's to get more. But here's this one. I think I want to do this one here because we've got all the, like, the thorns. That's kind of the consistent thing for this build. Is all these thorns. Or for this portion of the build. So, yeah, I like that one. Let me run into Scrooge's real quick. Make sure we've got surplus stock of everything. So if I don't get it when I run out, then I will forget it exists entirely. Hey! That's new. Okay. I don't understand why we are not... Why we're glitching in and out of shop menus today. We're good here. Spend all the coins we got. We'll have to figure out a celebratory dream snap tomorrow. I thought about doing our dream snap today, but I could not bring myself because dream snaps are still hurting my feelings. I think my husband's digging holes. I'm so excited to have a duck. Okay. Back to our build. So this thing had thorns. Therefore, I kind of want it nearby here. Is there anything else? Like this has thorns. But I wasn't even sure about having this over here. Because I do kind of prefer it inside the columns. And then there's all these actual thorns, but those we'll use when we figure out the foliage and stuff. This purple cauldron. Did we end up using that over here? We didn't. Wait, yes we did. Okay. So I feel like I want like a secondary, like I've used this item, but I might want to use it again, but maybe not section. Like, I feel like we could do another one of these over here. I do find them kind of crowded to go through. But it could be cool. Get these buildings out of the way. Did I move that whole thing? I did. Okay. I did just bring these closer basically while I was doing the foliage over there. Maybe we'll move them out of the way. It's up to you, because I do want to remember that you exist for over here. Okay. What I really wanted was one of these things here, but I couldn't figure out how to make it fit, and I didn't want to move this thing. The only one that fit was this one. And I didn't love that one because... Same reason I don't love that one. I don't want all this stuff like right on top of each other. I didn't like having the dead trees right next to the dead trees, plus it's the same tree right here. What if we just got this guy? Big old footprint. I try to be like it though. I think I kind of liked it in the way that we put it down. Is that like this? Like that. Okay. And then the rocks over here aren't too bad. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. My husband was looking for a sledgehammer, which is a little bit of a horrifying thought, but we do have to break some stairs down. I don't know if I like this rock over here. I kind of wanted it there, but it's just not doing it for me. I wish we had these rocks that actually match. Excuse me. Don't mind that one. And then can we bring this guy over? It's also got a massive footprint. Maybe not. Hi, Chunky Dog. All of these mushrooms have huge footprints. This is another one of those things that we could throw down here. And then I think I kind of want... Hey, it's Mickey. One of these clusters. Sort of in the path. I don't know if it's going to be that one. I just need to get all these things out of the way. And let's just move these way back here so we can figure out this path. Can I move anything else out of my way on this side? Okay. So I want this path to like come this way. Where do we want the center of this to be? I think we want it to be a little bit forward. The dog. Okay, I think kind of like that. So there's a little bit more space in the back. And then we'll bring the path to meet like right there. And right here. And then have this go. How do we want to do this? I see Mickey and now I don't want to cover it. Oops. I think this might be easier with the mouse. Okay. Let's make sure this area's wide enough. And grab everything but the flowers. And then this I just wanted over here, but right now it's in my way of thinking. I feel like this is meant to be an inside only thing. Okay. So I don't want this to be too crowded. So I need the path to come a little bit closer this way. That. And then make this area a little bit bigger. And then we know we want this path this way. Maybe we go like way over to this edge and put more in the middle. That could work. Need this to get wider. Hey, love. Okay, sorry. We had to do post-hole math. I'm just trying to figure out how I want this to all come together here. It's gonna make two right of a line. Okay. And then this house has a back door, right? So I kind of don't want that one over there. I think I want the castle over in this corner, which leaves us with this witchy cottage situation. You Are you going to take the puppy dog with you? Okay. Okay, I don't hate that actually. And then the tiny witch's house right there. Hold on. Stand by. I'm trying to preserve some of Mickey's head. Love you. You're okay. Love you. He's off to acquire tools. Put that there, yeah. Okay. Oops. I like how this is cutting into here. I do wish we could get it. I mean, I don't love that it's like super regular. I like it at an angle better. However, if we're gonna get a good cluster over here, I feel like we might have to just accept that. And then try to make it look more irregular with the way the path comes through here. We'll go... Oops. Let's see. I don't want to mess up what we've got here. Or here. So let's keep filling this out. There really wasn't anything I could do over here for this mining node. Maybe like put some rocks to kind of try to guide you back there. Back this way. You can't go through this way anymore. That's all got blocked off. Fortunately, I don't need to do a ton of mining over here, so it's not a huge deal. Oops. So there. 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 And I think we'll bring this line a lot closer. More so connect there. And that in. And then we need this to be all squiggly. Okay. So we put that house there. And we do the little bungalow situation over here, the castle over here. We might be able to do like a greenhouse moment right in between here. And so it's just figuring out this little witchy house. Witch. The witch house. Again, I don't necessarily want it to be so straight like that. I think we do want to do something more like this. Maybe here? Set it back a little bit. Carry the path to it. Maybe a little bit further. Excuse me, I would like this little piece of... Thank you. I would like... Yes, you. Do some bushes and foliage through here. Potentially a creepy little moment right here. I don't know if I like that one. Actually, I want this thing by this. A little potion shop. And I wanna... This line is gonna be too straight. So let's do like that. Okay. And then nice. Okay, and we can connect. Oops. Here. This line is also too straight. But we can add some squiggles in it. And maybe push that up a little bit higher. Okay. I'm gonna have to walk through here and see if it's okay, an okay width with the potion shop right there, or if it's too crowded. What other things might we want over on that side? I think those are the core items. Let's make this connect. Oops. This path got a little bit wide here. We can probably pull that out. And this up. Okay, I forgot where I was. Oh wait, let me make this a little bit less straight real quick. Okay, I forgot where I was, so I'm gonna end up teleporting and it might be somewhere else, but I'm gonna back out real quick. It's gonna take a second to load because of all the path we put down. I actually think I need some more path over on that right hand side. That line is looking too straight and thin. Okay, I feel like that path is reasonable. Right here it's a little bit thin. So let's pull this up a pinch. And then over here was where it was also looking too thin. But I don't like that. And then we'll do... That's too regular, so we'll just connect those. Then kind of right here. Okay. So we'll be able to do a bunch of like bushes and trees. Got our little witchy potion shop. And then let's do something cute in the center of the Mickey head. We can do something like this. But I'm not sold on even having this item over here. I feel like it's too bright even still. No, it's not spooky enough. What about something like this? I also think this is too bright and not spooky enough. But I kind of like the idea of a gazebo there. Do we have any like spookier gazebos? We have this thing, which we use as a path situation back there, but we could do it here and put like a little dining area under it. Kind of think that's cute. I think that might be the cutest thing so far. Let me see what we have for research. This one is too bright. This one is too sweet. Yeah, I kind of like the spooky thorny thing. I don't know that we're going to get much better than that. So, what do then we put in there? We already put one of these back with that house. So we'll put you here because we don't know if we want to use you again. But we can put some other cauldrons over here. We do the green cauldron here. Or this like more neon one. No, definitely not that one. I don't know if I want to put something there or just have that be foliage. These are the only armchairs that like match that big sofa, I think. And I don't know if I like them over here. No, it's just not witchy enough. Do we wait for new items? Is that the move? Do we just assume that we're going to get something great and new? Let's make these mailboxes go away. See, that one's already gone. That one's already gone. This is so cute. I just love it every time I look at it. Okay, that was majorly distracted. Majorly distracted. Alright. We are getting close to Halloween type items. I say in the middle of July. But as far as builds go, like, it takes a long time for me to get through a build. So there's completely the potential that we don't even finish this before Halloween. Or we take a break from it and come back to it. I really wanted this to be like right at the door. It's too far away. Right where that mailbox was. If we put it like... No. I'm liking this so far. We'll need to fill it out with like trees and stuff. Do we have... I think I pulled out some purple lights and decided the only ones I really liked were these ones. I think these ones are actually the green ones. Yeah. But what if we do a green one by every mining node. Underneath there might be a good place to do. No, I think in the greenhouse is where we want to do the crafting table and stuff. Lighting. Let's just make 10 of these. I use them a lot in Dream Snaps too. And this is what I was annoyed about over here, because normally I would do like a rock path. But the closest you can put a light or like anything is way over here. Maybe we put it across from it. And then we just do those like green lights by every mining node. I a little bit hate it actually. I don't like how it looks over here. I don't hate that as much. What's new? Oh. This dog has started huffing and puffing. I was gonna check and see how it looked at night. I mean, it does incorporate more of this stuff, and we don't have any stone that matches. We definitely need to bring more green over here too, like glowing green. We might have to wait for some more witchy items to like fully complete this build. Unfortunately. But I think we're getting somewhere. I like all this stuff together. Let's make it bright again so I can see what I'm doing. I just feel like this area is better at night. For a dark fairy build, it just makes so much more sense. I'm not necessarily trying to do all the foliage right now. I just want to get a sense of if we can fill this out in a way that looks nice. Like doing all that makes me want to tuck something back here. It just seems like it makes such a good frame for something. But I haven't liked any of these items framed back there. Okay. We know basically that uses up all our buildings. We'll do cottage, greenhouse, castle. Or we can do a bigger greenhouse here and do this little cottage over here too. I'm not so sure. And then we're gonna have to build this out. I really liked the shape of this path, but we definitely need this to go out this way. I don't want it to be the same. But it needs to be similar. I said at the beginning of the stream, we were just absolutely going to kill my stone supply with this build. I cannot keep stone or pebbles because I'm constantly making this road. Okay. Move some of this foliage over here. This is kind of pretty. Like, a little bit prettier than I was thinking about having over here. But my question is... No. Can we put the ancient vacuum in there? We cannot. Okay. I want it and the flowers to be relatively close by over here. He's just not going. They can't. Okay. What is the absolute center here? Some rogues. Where's the bigger Lion King ones? Here we go. Do feel as though that is essentially center moving down this way. Can't do this without accidentally removing that, but if we're really careful, we might be able to move it all the way up. Okay. I mean, it's pretty close. I don't think we're gonna get a perfectly straight line, but yeah, I can see this going over. One more this way. So then, if I want to clear out... Can I put that? Still can't put that nearby. I think I want no path underneath there, though. So... Nope. That's kind of the hard part. That's basically center. So now we just need to figure out how we can circle this around this. Okay, and then maybe this will be a little bit off center, but you can't really tell. Okay. So that's what we needed to be able to figure out what was going on here. And get this wide enough. Like, this is definitely not wide enough. So kind of would like that wider. Oops. Yeah. Okay. And something similar over here. Potentially have this one just go straight back so that we don't have too much of the same on both sides. A little bit of symmetry, but not too much. Can you even see it there? Okay. I'm gonna move these here for now. So we will want them nearby for watering purposes. Alright, what are the other two colors? There's a white one. The slate gray and is that what's up here? The pink, and so we'll grab a slate gray and then a white one. So we can have all the colors up here. I like that these come from your storage now. You don't have to have them in your pockets. Do 3 of those, and then I think there's some white ones over here. And then I'm going to put, oops. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy over here too, for now, while we keep figuring out how this path is going to work. I need to put these like dead trees around a little bit more too, on the back side. Yeah, like that. Like that. Okay, let's see how wonky we can make this. Move this guy out of the way, maybe? Perhaps? Yes. Okay. That's good. Move these guys over here. Okay. This is all looking too regular. Okay. We need to go monkeyer here. And then maybe bring it twist back this way. Go up to there. Where's a good place to cut this off? Put it off here. And I don't know about that guy, but this was too much. That angle is too perfect. This one. Yuck. That's also not working for me. Is it this one? I don't like how square this is. That's a little bit too perfect. Okay. What I don't like about this. Maybe make it more curving that way. This is still bothering me up here, to be honest. Maybe make this side actually straight? No. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's the best we're gonna get. And then this came up to there. Okay. I think this one can come back a little bit more. Alright. So this becomes all castle area. And then cottage. And the greenhouse somewhere over here. perhaps even like do a split moment where you like walk through. This dog is panting so loud. I'm gonna regret this later when I can't find anything I'm looking for because I've made it a huge mess. And then have it basically be like an entrance to either side for the little greenhouse moment. Okay. So you go into some greenhouse over here and some greenhouse over here, and then walk through this way. But do we want to make these walls all the way around? Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then we just need this path to come down an inch more. We may even bump this down a little bit further. Kind of decide that later. And then you just grab some things real quick. Coming up this way, I want this to be a little bit wider. And maybe go out here. Oops. Go this a little bit further. This one a little bit further. Okay. I'm gonna grab some of these things again and try to move them over here. I need to get better at getting out of group mode. So we can kind of drop the castle where we might want it, potentially. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make enough space for the castle at the moment. Yeah, I'm thinking back here. There's no back. So I think I just want to be able to put a bunch of trees behind it so it feels very spooky and full. But it can go back pretty far. I need Max to dig up that hole. Okay. And then get these trees out of the way for now. Maybe do... I'm not going to be able to find anything I'm looking for when I'm going to build with the foliage. I need an item to fill that hole real quick. Okay. So we need more of these purple trees around here. Okay. And then the waterfall is still pretty visible. It's framed out a little bit. It's a little bit hidden, but I don't think we could move this over this way anymore, right? No. Not unless we went that way with it, and I don't think I want to. Is that just those stinking holes? Okay. Eek, I can't see. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. Okay. I feel like we should make this a little moment. I wish we had like a spooky picnic blanket. And then I don't know if we'll do some special flooring or something to go around there. I'm gonna put this rug here. That might end up being our picnic blanket. Put it over here so I don't forget we have it. Okay. And we managed to keep most of our Mickey ears. I don't know if there's a different way that I like these trees over here. I don't know, we might have to play with it. But I think we're looking pretty good. I think this will end up looking really nice. By doing the big root here, we kind of block off the like scale of the beanstalk, so maybe we'll move that forward to be on this side. Because that is a really pretty piece of architecture. And if we do the route here, then it's like spooky as you come in, which might look cool. Let's see. Let me try it real quick. And then we'll go around and collect our moss. And then I need to go and start getting other things done. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, let me move these flowers out of the way. And then kind of like how that right here, all these flowers are like growing over the roots. That looks cool. Alright, does it give the energy we want? It's pretty spooky. We could fill it out with maybe with some bushes and stuff. Do they fit? Yeah. Did you acquire a sledgehammer? Sure did. Okay. I'm almost done streaming. Look at that. We're gonna get holes. Huh? I said we're gonna get holes. We're living holes. Holes in this house. Okay. That might be like too far now with the whole... Like maybe we needed to bump this up this way if we were gonna do that. I'm not sure. If you watch this later and play it back, let me know. I just love those purple flowers. Okay, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for now. Cammy is with me. Yeah, I think this is where we're going to leave it for now. We'll kind of start mapping things out a little bit more. I think next week I'm still able to stream. There's might be one weekend that I can't this month. But yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it for now. We'll come back and do some brainstorming, and then tomorrow we need to do our dream snap. So we need to figure that out. I've definitely been streaming for an entire hour longer than I had planned, but I am procrastinating doing actual real life organization because it's so much easier in the game. But yeah, it's time to go actually be a productive member of non-Valley society. So I'll be back tomorrow for another stream. Let me know what I should do about this like giant root art situation thing. If I should do it closer to the beanstalk, or if I should shift things. But yeah, that's it for now. I will see you guys tomorrow for a dream snap theme. Okay. All right. Bye.